All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live chat. Ariel Helwani here on March 21st. A lot of things going on. Testing this out here. Trying to ride the bike. I don't know how to ride a bike, but, this is the closest that I've been to riding a bike. And now we've actually got graphics. It's amazing. Shout out to JK. I'm going to tweet this out. Should I tweet this out, JK? Yeah, I'm going to tweet it out. Oh, here we go. We are rolling. Going live on the YouTube channel to talk about career news, Willis, and much more. Come hang. How about that? All right, here we are. We did this on, yeah, we're live, pal. We did this on Saturday, and it was fun. And I wanted to test this out as well. Thanks to everyone who's joining in on short notice. A lot of people in the chat here. This is nice. And yeah, everyone, this is what they say when they do these. Hit the likes, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, do what you got to do, and let's go. Now, I do want to start off. There's some personal news, some career news, but I do want to start off with some non-career news that is way more important than me. I was waiting for the Knicks to tweet it out, and they did literally 6 or 7 minutes ago. The great Willis Reed has passed away, my friends. Willis Reed was 80. Anna, a huge part of the two Knicks championship teams in the 70s. May 8th, 1970, one of the greatest dates. I wasn't born then. I wasn't alive. I was born in 1982, but I've always dreamed of May 8th, 1970. It's one of my favorite dates. That one, March 8th, 1973 is a big one. That's the fight of the century. Walt Frazier and not Walt Frazier. Walt Frazier was the Knick. Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali. But May 8th, 1970 was the night that the Knicks won the NBA championship for the Brooklyn. It was directed by Spike Lee, obviously a huge Knicks fan. I read that book in the 90s, Best Seat in the House. He wrote a book about his time as a kid growing up in Brooklyn and being a huge Knicks fan. And he talked about May 8, 1970. And I think he was like sitting in the bleachers or the rafters, whatever. But in the movie, Crooklyn, which is based on his life, he misses Game 7 because his dad was playing in a concert. And there was just something about New York in the 70s, springtime, Knicks, Walt Frazier, Red Holtzman, those legends. Earl Monroe wasn't on that team just yet. Dave DeBusschere, Bill Bradley, that just seemed always so magical to me. And so when I found out about Willis Reed today, I was very, very sad to hear this news. This is the New York Times writing about it. Harvey Arrington, who's a legend, wrote the book When the Garden Was Eden. Willis Reed, the brawny and inspirational hub of two Knicks championship teams that captivated New York in the early 1970s with a canny, team-oriented style of play, died Tuesday morning. He was 80. His death was unconfirmed. Was confirmed. I've been talking a lot today. His death was confirmed by his former teammate, Dollar Bill Bradley, the former United States Senator. He said Reed had congestive heart issues. It was not clear where Reed died, but he had been under treatment at the Texas Heart Institute in Houston. Bradley said Reed was noticeably absent last month for health reasons when the Knicks celebrated their 1972-73 championship team during a 50th anniversary halftime ceremony at Madison Square Garden, attended by many former members of the squad. Of course, Bradley, Walt Frazier, Dick Barnett, Earl Monroe, Jerry Lucas. Just an absolute legend. Number 19, the captain, arguably the second greatest Knicks center of all time. Of course, Patrick Ewing had a ton of records, but he was the guy before Ewing got there. And so I was very sad to read this news, to hear about this news, and I wanted to send my best to his family. And yeah, it's a very dark day. A lot of those guys from those championship teams are still alive. Dave DeBuscher passed away a few years ago, but Walt is still on the Knicks broadcast and whatnot. So it was very, very sad. And if you are, I would imagine that a lot of you aren't big basketball fans. Hopefully, over time you will. And how about these pictures here from JK? This is incredible stuff. Thank you so much for this. I love this stuff. I love these guys. Um, Go read about May 8, 1970. Go read about the 1970 NBA Finals. Game 5, Willis Reed gets injures his hip slash leg, crumples to the ground when they're going up against the Lakers and Will Chamberlain. And he's hurt, doesn't play in game 6. The Knicks lose game 6. They go back to New York for game 7. And there's the whole question, like, will he or won't he? Will he play? Will he not play? Will he not play? Will he play? And then there's the broadcast where the two broadcasters for ABC and basketball was at a place back then where the NBA Finals wasn't even live. Game 7 of the NBA Finals wasn't even live back then. It was on via tape delay. And I think it aired at like 11 p.m. or something like that. And there was no internet, of course, so there's no way to really find out unless you knew someone who went to the game. And they're talking about, will he play, will he not play? And then they look off to the side and say, there comes Willis, and the crowd is going wild. And that was Marv Albert who said that. He was doing radio for the Knicks. The ABC guys are like, well, I think I see him right now. And then he walks onto the court, and the story is that the Lakers just stopped shooting. They were like completely kind of frozen by his sight. He makes his first 2 shots. He's limping up and down the court, and then he sits and doesn't play for the rest of the game. But that was the moment. That was the push, the presence that galvanized the Knicks to win that game. And Walt Frazier had a crazy game. I think he had 33 points and 12 assists and 7 steals, something crazy. So, oh my God, it was a time. It was a time. Go look that up. Go look that up. Now, as far as basketball is concerned, I had some news today that I was very excited to share that I've been sitting on for a long time. I told you I had a few things in the oven. One of them has come out today, and that is the Ariel Helwani basketball show. The Ariel Helwani basketball show is a real thing with Showtime Basketball, and they've done some amazing things with the likes of Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes, recently hiring Rachel Nichols. What they're doing digitally, audio-wise, tremendous. And now each and every week, I'm going to have my own audio podcast for now, where we have one guest on, and it's just a good kind of deeper conversation with someone associated with the game of basketball. And as a lot of you may know, I have long loved basketball. It was kind of like my first love in terms of like what I wanted to do in my career. I wanted to be a basketball broadcaster, and I got to Syracuse. I went to Syracuse in large part because I wanted to be the next Bob Costas, the next Marv Albert, these broadcasters that went there. And when I got to Syracuse for the first time in my life, I was surrounded by people who had the same dreams and goals that I did. They all wanted to be the next basketball, baseball, football guy. And I've often been someone who, didn't like to follow the pack, so to speak. And so I remember telling my parents in 2001, everyone wants to be the same person here. Why don't we go in a different direction? Why don't we, I don't know, why don't we focus on combat sports? Why don't we focus on the UFC? Why don't we focus on this thing that wasn't even 8 years old at the time? And I'm going to start my own show, and I'm going to reach out to people like Bruce Buffer and Dave Meltzer. And why don't we try to do that? And it worked out. But in the back of my mind, I always had this dream. I always had this goal that I'm going to do something in basketball. And the first thing that I really did in basketball, so I played basketball in high school. I played basketball when I was in 7th grade to 11th grade, and we don't have 12th grade in Quebec. I also played on the Maccabi team, which is sort of like the Jewish Olympics. Hold your laughter. I was captain of the team in 1999, the Pan American Canadian youth team. I was also on the Montreal team. This sounds somewhat cool, but we weren't very good. Anyway, it was a great honor for me. And I wanted to play basketball. I wanted to do all these things, and I always looked up to basketball broadcasters. And my first job writing in the world of basketball, or about the world of basketball, was for a website called Qball.ca. It was about the wonderful world of Quebec basketball, believe it or not. Um, and I would write a mailbag each and every week about it, which was very cool. I enjoyed that. And that was kind of like my first taste of being a basketball media member. But then I sort of, really focused on MMA and combat and things of that nature. But I always kept the basketball dream in the back of my mind. And when I got to ESPN, as the story goes, I I got there and I found out who was the man who was in charge of NBA on ESPN. His name was, um, or is still, he's still got that job. His name is Tim Corrigan. And I went to his office and I said, "Hey, if you're looking for someone to be a sideline reporter in a pinch, 11th hour, someone's hurt, someone's sick, someone's unavailable, I'd love a shot. I'd love to be considered." And he said, "In 20 or so years since I've been at ESPN, no one has ever walked into my office and said something like this, and I respect it, and I really appreciate you doing it. I'll be honest with you," he said, "I have no idea who you are, and no one's ever done this before, and I've never heard of you. I'm not an MMA fan, but thank you, and let's see where it goes." And so, maybe we'll have something open. Maybe we'll have something available. And so I said, "Cool." 6 months later, I got a call from him and said, "Do you want to do summer league?" And I said yes. And I was actually going to be in Las Vegas for this was John Jones and Thiago Santos, that UFC pay per view, Ben Askren, Jorge Masvidal. And so 6 months later, there I am working with Vince Carter and George Sedano, Jorge Masvidal, and it was incredible. And it was cool, and they were like, "Cool, good job." And then I said, "All right, I wonder if I'm going to get an actual like game." And then a few months later, like this is now September, I get an email, "Here are your first two assignments of the season." And it was opening week. Mike Breen and Jeff Van Gundy are on the call, and me as the sideline reporter in New Orleans, place I'd never been to. Zion Williamson, it was supposed to be his first week, but he got injured. Against the Mavericks, my guy Kristaps Porzingis playing in his first week back after getting traded in the injury. And I couldn't believe it. And then I got to do a Christmas game, and in the end, I did like 13 or so games. And when I left ESPN, I had some talks about doing some NBA stuff here or there. It never really worked out. But as I've done this independent Helwani thing and try to go out and spread my wings and all that, in the back of my mind, the one thing that I wasn't doing was something in the world of basketball. I just love basketball. I love the game. I love the characters. I love the sport. I feel like I know it really well. And, kept at it. And finally, an opportunity came up with Showtime after I worked that first Jake Paul card against Jake Paul against Tyron Woodley, the first one in Cleveland. I met someone named Brian Daly, who's the guy who's leading the charge for all the Showtime basketball stuff digitally, also on the audio side. We talked for a while about a whole bunch of stuff, and here we are a year and a half later. The Ariel Helwani basketball show is here, so it's going to have its own audio feed, and it will drop every Friday. What a time. Playoffs around the corner. I'm so excited. I'm really excited. March Madness, of course, yes. A lot going on, a lot happening, no doubt about it. But these things, I'm always searching for more. I'm always searching to do more. I want to do more. I want to work. I don't want to be bored. I don't want to be lazy. I like a packed day. Today's been a packed day. Today I woke up, took my kids to school, went to train, did some boxing. Look at that vicious right. Did a little bit of that. And then I did an interview with Michael Carter Williams for the show, one of many guests to come. Then we did the show with Luciana. Look out for that. New episode tonight, 1 a.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific, 5 a.m. in the UK. Now I'm doing this. I have an interview coming up now. I'm doing another interview tonight at 9. I mean, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. We're building this freaking YouTube channel with Jordan, with TST, with Pizzi. New episode of The Crack with Fabian Edwards right there. Sheesh. Josh Allen just liked my tweet? No chance. Is that true? Is that possible? There's no way that's possible. Is this happening? Oh, I'm going to talk about it all. And yes, I am live. Someone just said, "Is this pre-recorded?" He hasn't acknowledged the chat once. Sorry, I had a lot that I wanted to say off the bat. Yeah, hook it up, guys. You know the drill. Like we did on Saturday. You want anything asked? Just you know how to get to the top. I don't really know how to say that in a classy way, but you know what I mean. But yes, I love FIBA. I love World Cup, EuroLeague. You know, I'm a big I'm a big Canada basketball fan. I do believe that Canada basketball is destined to make the 2024 Summer Olympic Games, and I do believe that we are going to medal. I do believe that we are going to medal. How do you ask a question for On the Nose tomorrow? You just go to Ariel Helwani.substack.com. arielhelwani.substack.com is where you can leave a question for On the Nose tomorrow. That's for the MMA Hour. Everyone's favorite segment of the week, of course. I have not seen the Lee Murray documentary, my good friend Joe from H-Town, but it comes out, I think, April 1st, April 4th, something like that. First week of April. I am going to LA next week for WrestleMania. I'm very excited about that. Sami Zayn going up against who's it? Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens going up against the Usos. Woo wee, sheesh. Yes, a lot of people ask me about this Wade Clem and KSI situation. I tweeted about it yesterday, and I hope for the best. I hope everything goes well. I've only known Wade to be a great guy and a hardworking guy, a guy who shines a positive light on influencer boxing, and I think that it's unfortunate when these things happen. Now, obviously, I know these things do happen. Often, by the way, it ends up being okay. It ends up working out. The negative turns into a positive. A door closes, a window opens. But I think Wade's intentions are very good, and he shines a very positive light on the influencer boxing world. And I do believe it would be a mistake to get rid of him. I really do. So, I don't know what happened. I didn't talk to him. I didn't talk to Mams. Mams has been only kind to me. KSI obviously has been kind. Wade has been kind. They all seem like good guys, and I hope that they can figure it out. And I saw the clip, and I don't know if other stuff has happened. I think KSI alluded to other stuff. So, like, who the hell am I? I'm not going to stick my nose in their business. But I saw the clip, and I was like, this isn't that bad. What's the problem here? But again, if there are other things, and who it's their thing. I just don't like to see journalists, media guys lose opportunities when maybe they didn't deserve to. So I wish the best to Wade, and I hope that they can figure it out, because I think he's a good addition to the DAZN boxing team. They've got Ade. He's great as well. I gave a shout out to Laura last time. Chris Mannix is great. Todd Grisham. They've got a solid Sergio Mora. They do good stuff. Nicholas Rhodes, do you think Nate Diaz will come back to the UFC? Not soon. I don't close the door. But I don't think his next fight will be in the UFC. No, I don't. Sorry to say. Were you a fan of Mike and the Mad Dog on WFAN back then? Yes. Mike and the Mad Dog, they're talking sports. Is Mike and the Mad Dog on the fan? Turn them on and try them. Nothing can get by them. Mike and the Mad Dog. Sports Radio 66. The Fan. WFAN. And good afternoon, everybody. That's not bad, Jordan, right? Is that not bad? Yeah, I'd like to think so myself. Yeah, it's a tremendous. Have you ever seen the 30 for 30 on them? Yeah, tremendous. So yes, they were tremendous. Although in their heyday, I was living in Canada, but I would stay up late, by the way, to listen to the Knicks postgame show on WFAN, and I would turn the Walkman that I had under the covers. I would turn it in a certain direction just to hear the postgame show, and it was amazing. It was amazing. I was like, oh my God, you can actually get Knicks content on the radio over here. This is incredible. But I'd have to stay up really, really late for that because something about the frequencies, I don't know, some crazy stuff. We've got a poll up here. Oh, it looks like Ant is here. Hello, Ant. How are you? Did Ant wake up from his slumber? Who should get the next shot at Leon? Colby, 31%. Burns with the win, 11%. Jorge with the win, 21%. Bilal, 37%. Wow. How about Bilal? Listen, Bilal, last week I heard Bilal say that, I'm a hater. Uh, this past Monday, he said Ariel knows. Which is it? All right, which is it? Bilal, come home. Come on the show. We'll put you over. We'll let the people know. We'll look at the help. Leon did it on himself, but we gave him the old push. All right. Stop listening to people telling you not to come on the show. And speaking of which, there's a question here. What's the reason for the beef with Ali Abdelaziz? You got to ask him. One day, the guy's calling me 9 times a day. The next day, he's not calling me anymore. Now, I have my theories, and I guess I'll keep them to myself. But I think I've talked about it enough. Haters gonna hate. What can I say? Now, you ask yourselves, who's missing out here? Who's suffering more as a result of this? And I'm not just saying because I'm some big shot, but the guys who are getting the media attention or not. I mean, are you kidding me? What do we got here? Oh, Claire's, you want to come in and say hi to the people? Here she is, our lovely, lovely Claire'sy. Hello, Claire. We're live right now. Look. Yada-da. There she is. Claire, say hi.
Hi.
This is the host of the Claire and Ariel show.
And Claire Show.
And the Claire Show. She has her own show. It's called the Claire Show. You're really good at that. You ask good questions. You listen. Where did you get these interviewing skills from? Your mama or your dad? Oh, from me. Sheesh. How was school today?
Good.
Yeah.
It's fun.
What did you learn today at school?
I don't know.
Nothing?
Yeah.
Not a single thing?
Yeah.
Recess was the best? What about the lunch that I made you? What was for lunch today?
Today at school, lunch was...
No, I made it for you.
Well, lunch from school.
Yeah, but what did I make for you?
Pasta?
Yeah, what kind?
I don't know.
Tortellini.
No.
You like a good tortellini, Jordan? Who doesn't like a good tortellini with a little cheese on top, a little parmigiano?
You didn't give me parmesan.
Yeah, I did.
You didn't.
Sheesh.
Those, not parmesan.
Oh, sorry. Well, Claire, we're doing a live chat here. There's a lot of, look at all these questions. If you want to ask us a question, jump into the chat. Claire, we want the people to like, we want them to comment, subscribe, let the world know we're building something real special here, Claire, okay?
What?
We're building our YouTube channel.
Haven't you already built it? Are you ready?
Well, Rome wasn't built in a day, for goodness sakes.
We already have a big...
Smash that like button, they say. Tyler says smash that like button.
We already have a big...
Yes. Don't tell them. You're not supposed to break kayfabe. Don't tell them about the screen, okay? I'm just gonna wrap up here, and we'll get back to what we were doing, okay? Oh yes, hit the like and subscribes will go up, and that's. Ant says we got to wake this channel up. What's that supposed to mean, Ant? Feels like we're alive and well. 973 watching. Let's hit 1,000. Last time we hit 500. And one thing that I'm going to do, we did a chat. I'm going to do we're going to do live shows for WWE events, and
Can you do a live show, Claire?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We could do live show. We could do anything. Mike and the Mad Dog. We're going to do live shows and watch WWE pay-per-views. Maybe a little AEW, some boxing.
1,000 like.
Yeah. Okay. Just close the door, okay? I don't want this. Yeah. Oh, there she is. We're growing it, baby. Could you do more shows with Michael Rappaport? Yeah, some people didn't like it, but I thought he was great on the show. I thought he was fantastic. Get GSP ringside for KO Sammy at Mania. I mean, I don't think he needs me to get him ringside, to be honest. What's up with Nate Diaz? I think that we'll have some news soon. A lot of questions about Colby and John Anik. I will talk about that tomorrow on the MMA Hour. Oh, long shot. Pardon the pun. Do you fancy doing a Premier League football podcast next season, only if you lean into triggering British football fans using the wrong terminology? Oh my God, I love that idea. Wow, this one dude, is that real money right here? And is this real money? Roshan Kumar? Ariel, when will we learn? When will you learn we don't care about WWE? How dare you? You just paid $44 to say that? Is that real money? That can't be real. What is this? Um, oh, we almost got to 1,000 and now we've gone down for the hell. Thank you. Wow. Um, I love WWE. Oh, what? 53 cents? Fuck's sake. I love WWE. Are you kidding me? And everyone should love it. And I'm trying to ram it down your throats. Isn't title shot just politics re Trump running? No, it's not. Chill out. Nothing to do with that. Samir, is there a chance for peace with Dana White? Yes. All we are saying is give peace a chance. Oh, they can't hear you this whole time? Oh, I've been talking to you like oh my gosh. This is horrible. We've just been exposed. I thought they could hear your voice. Um Bigger surprise, the Kings or the Knicks? It has to be the Kings. Kings hadn't made the playoffs in like 20 years. They were a horrible team last year. I thought they made a huge mistake by trading Halliburton, and all of a sudden it's worked out tremendously. Can you? Yeah, Kevin Herter. What a pickup. Can you get John Jones on the show or not? Tech. Yeah, I think we'll get him on. I think we'll get him on soon. We did get Connor on last week. No big deal. We have some big guests for tomorrow's show, so stay tuned. You have beautiful eyes. Wow. You know what? I feel like we need. I feel like this is the way we should do the Luciana show. What do you think? I, It could be a different thing. Late night Helwani is a whole different beast. The NBA hour with Helwani. Yes. We went to 972. We got up to 992. And could we not get. I love your boxing coverage. You tell the truth always and are funny. Thanks. We got some boxing coverage coming up. We've got Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. I feel like I'm a blessed man, guys. I said I wanted to work on that card, and I'm getting the opportunity to work on it. And I'm very thankful and appreciative. Then last week on the MMA Hour, we had Joe Markowski on of DAZN, and I beat him in a game of darts. And guess what happened? On the line, if I win, we're talking Helwani on the DAZN broadcast for Katie Taylor against Chantal Cameron. And what happened? I lost. But then we did double or nothing, and I beat him. What a mensch. And so I guess I'm working on that too. I guess so. Oh yeah, Mexico and Japan yesterday, they really blew it. But I'm excited about tonight. Japan, USA finals. Can't believe it's the finals already. Sheesh. Happened really fast. What are we at, Ant? Did we break 3,000? You seem like you're in a good place, Ariel. Yeah, I do feel like I'm in a good place. Oh my God, don't even start. Don't even start. My guy, Jason Tackifman. My guy, Jason Tackifman, told me to bet on Venezuela plus 1,100, and I did. And they were looking good for a second, and then all of a sudden, they lost to America. It was looking like a great bet. They were firing. Colby called you and Rick groupie journalists. Yeah, that's right. We'll take it. We'll wear you know what? We should come out with merch. And can you make merch groupie journalists? I don't even know what the guy's talking about. There's clips of him calling me the greatest of all time. It's like you don't say what he wants you to say. He says it's all like it's all good, man. It's all good. God bless. This is his career, so stop hating on Colby. Ugh, everyone with their hating. Last week I'm hating on Bilal. This week, you know what? If everyone says that you're hating, you know what it is? That means you're telling the truth. All right, Tommy Aspinall, Tommy Aspinall, na 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 na. Thank you, Brian, for that. Jake and Ader 722. Is that corporate Jake? Thoughts on the new pitch clock in MLB? It's a little much. I'm not one who has felt like it's needed, to be honest, but we'll see. We'll see how it works out. I don't love it. I don't love it, if I'm being honest. I don't think it's necessary. All these little things, it's like when they put the flashing thing on the puck. Fox, it's like too much. Johnny Mashed Potatoes. Given the explosion of MMA fighters turned boxers and bare knuckle fighters, why don't we see these fighters agreeing to do kickboxing matches? Wait, I lost the question. Wow, there's too many questions now. Given the explosion of MMA fighters and boxers, why don't we see fighters agreeing to do kickboxing matches? I don't know, because I don't know, the kicking and everything. Plus, the money isn't the same. There's way more money right now from BKFC than there is with Glory. That's probably the main reason. Yeah, he gave me love. With Bilal retweeting and acknowledging your argument for him, any chance of at least trying to get him on? Listen, I've tried to get him on. I've never had an issue with Bilal. It's all been in his mind. Um, I've tried to get him on in the past. I've gone straight to him. I've gone straight to him. Oh, we broke 1,000. We broke 1,000. I just got a text from New York Rick, and he said, "This is an intervention. No more sheesh. The sheesh must stop." Sheesh. Why is it bad? Bilal, this is my offer. Come on whenever you want. Much love. Edwin, Messi or Ronaldo? Who's more fun to watch? Come on. Messi. Jack, you are the GOAT. Can I intern with the GOAT? I don't really have much to offer, believe it or not, right now, but I think you've reached out before. Let's see how it goes. Keep in touch. Ariel, thank you for the Brain Dead Kira shout out last time. Question: why a Viper dartboard and not a Blade 6? I don't know what that is. Also, I throw 23 grams darts. What grams do you throw? I have no idea. What brand? Thanks. Shout out Ireland. I have no idea, but the PDC reached out to us and they said they're going to give us a new dartboard. Can you believe that? We're getting a new one. They're giving us like the official dartboard. Who do you think will? This is from Matt Jacobson. Who do you think will win the Prem and the UCL this season? Also, does Notts Forest stay up? First of all, it's Nottingham Forest. Okay, that's what the locals say. Forest is going to stay up. It's been a bit of a rough patch. If I'm being honest, I'm a little bit worried. Massive few games coming up. The Leeds one in particular is gigantic. I believe we have Aston Villa as well. You know, you guys like to joke, I am all in. I can't even tell you how all in I am, okay? It was great to see Navas at the UFC event on Saturday. That was tremendous. Anyway, I think Man City's going to win the Champions League. They're on fire, and I think Arsenal is going to win the Premier League. And you know what? If I'm a Man City fan, I'm okay with that. They've never won Champions League, and then I'll be able to say, "You'll never." I won't be able to say that anymore. You'll never sing that. Champions of Europe. You'll never sing that. For now, I can do it. There was another one that I missed here. And how do you get to all the things? Oh, do you click on it? There it is. Oh no, there it is. Yeah, you can get a super chat. What's a super chat? I don't even know what any of this stuff is, but we're figuring it out. What do you think of NBC's PL coverage? I think Rebecca Lowe is one of the best sports hosts right now. She's fantastic. I'm a huge fan. She's really good. She's really professional. Just a great host. Just an absolute great host. I like NBC's coverage. Could you shout out the bet? Whoa, this thing popped up. Can you shout out the bet? Whoa. How do I get rid of this? Oh, there it is. Can you shout out the best podcast in all of F1, the MMA Hour namesake, the F1 Hour, back in your life, available on all great podcasting platforms? Is that true? Is there really an F1 Hour? Sheesh. Sorry, New York Rick. Thank you to Anthony Green for the $2. How do you ask so many questions that others don't? I don't know. I guess I'm just I'm an inquisitive mind. Yeah. I'm very excited to go to LA next week for WrestleMania. Haven't been there in a long time. Oh, WrestleMania. Can, Jordan, I think this has been a great success. What do you think? Are you Jordan says it's been incredible. Are you watching the chat right now? There's a lot of things happening. Um Oh my God, so much. What you Jordan is actually he's team. I wish you could be. How could you be on this? How come we can't have your voice? I don't understand. Yeah, what? All right. Yeah, Josh Hart has been great. Tough. Yeah, but what about yesterday? Julius Randle, 57 points. Sheesh. First game that they lose with both Hart and Brunson playing. How about that? What a pickup. Jordan could. Oh no way! Really? Couldn't watch. Are you gonna watch? Are you gonna watch Japan and USA tonight? Yeah, it's been great. The WBC. You got to watch it. Last game. Um, who do you think makes it out of the NBA Western Conference? Also, PS Go Bills. And my Cavs against your Knicks in the first round will be fire. This from Cloud. Man, the Western Conference. I think push comes to shove. I think the Suns will do it. They have the firepower. Kevin Durant, Paul Booker, Monty Williams, big fan. Out of the East, of course, the Knicks. First round, Knicks, Cavs, going to be incredible. The Donovan Mitchell Cup, shout out. Helwani versus New York Rick. I'll tell you what, if it's Knicks, Cavs in the first round, we'll make a bet, New York Rick and myself. And if I win, I could keep saying, sheesh. If I lose, I'm out. Cool. MH71498. How much do you cost for an interview? Ha, good one. Yeah, hit the no. Drop a thumbs up, like, hit the subscribe. Yeah, I don't know what it is. What is that thing called? This is great. I love that we have the graphics here. What, Jordan? How come we haven't been doing this whole time? You do have the guy who's helping us right now. Jordan is incredible, but he does actually have a second job. Is the problem? Um, and this is a problem. Oh, Jason Tackefman in the house. Unk. I also said Mexico was the dark horse. Did he say Mexico was the dark horse? Yeah, they did lose. That's true. What a game. Also, I mean, not only did they lose, they kind of choked it, no? I mean, weren't they up like 5-0 or something like that, or 4-0? New episode of Ariel and the Bad Girl, which that name is not staying, tonight, 1 a.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific. We're doing big things. The trailer just dropped on the shorts over there. We're doing a lot of things, guys. There's a lot of things happening. Okay, there's a lot of things happening, and I just can't get enough. Oh yeah, on the nose. Moderator Lewis says, plug OTN again. Moderator Lewis, mensch of all menches, doing the moderating for that, doing it for the Q&A thing that we're doing here. Just amazing, an absolute amazing guy. And I appreciate him very much. Anthony, Dana says they are mad about you breaking the Brock news and that there's more to the story. So what's the entire back? No, he's not saying that. Are they really fucking mad about that? It was 2016. Get over it, guys. And he's not saying that. What are you giving me this nonsense? We've all moved on from our lives, all right? If we're still hanging on to a story that was broken in June of 2016, then we all got problems, all right? We all got problems. Anything else that I have to talk about? I have to go. I have an interview that I was supposed to do at 4:30 Eastern, and now it's 5. I pushed it. Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, this has been a lot of fun. It's been a very exciting day. The Ariel Helwani basketball show, guys. I mean, what is better than this? We're gonna do. We're gonna do a lot of cool things here. Please sign up. Please subscribe. Oh, more questions are coming in. Did you stop boxing or are you still going? I did it this morning. Look at that. Why can't Ali Abdelaziz go outside of the country? You'd have to ask him. I have no idea about any of that. Stop trying to get me in trouble, guys. Are you trying to get me like what's going on here? What's why would you pay money? Top 3 movies of all time. Off the top of my head, Billy Madison, Rudy, and In the Name of the Father. Those are my top 3. Love Rudy. MMA Hour merch. I don't know if that's coming. Helwani merch coming to the page. Oh my God. Did you reach out to Colby for MMA Hour? Can you mod me up? I did not reach out to him. I've reached out to him a bunch of times in the past and he hasn't responded. Colby is mad because I said that the trash talk after the Woodley fight with Usman was just a little much. I mean, classic heel move. You criticize him once and then he just cuts you out of his life forever. But that's fine. You know, join the club. It's all good. There's plenty of other people that he can do interviews with. It's all good. They just aren't the whole damn show. Helwani. All right, we're out of time. Thank you for dropping it. We're doing these impromptu, out of nowhere. It's like an RKO out of nowhere. All right, bang, RKO out of nowhere. We do our thing. Love it. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. There's a new episode of The Crack up right now on the page with PT Carroll and Fabian Edwards. There's another episode coming on Thursday. New episode of the Q&A hour, Luciana. Well, we got PFL fighter. We got the PFL MMA on here, Jordan. Sheesh. Any PFL fighters on next week? Asking for a friend. Well, we had Dan Hardy on, and I know the debut's coming up. Brendan Loughnane. Big fight for him. Love Brendan. Shout out. Thank you for all you do and inspiring us. Panda King. Much love. Jordan, I can't sign off. Like, they just keep coming. All right. I got places to be. Rest in peace. Ugh. No, I'm not answering that. Rest in peace to the late great Willis Reed. I got chills when I read that. It hurt me right in the heart. And my best to his family. The legend, number 19, the captain. May 8, 1970, 2-time NBA champion, 1970 and 1973, one of the greatest players, top 50, top 75, an absolute legend, put the Knicks on the map, 80 years young. He will forever be remembered. May he rest in peace. Thank you for watching.